The land bank minutes for 6/4/2019. Any questions or corrections?
I make a motion that we approve the land bank meetings from the June 4, 2019 meeting.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All in favor of the motion respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Next item, discuss program to sell land bank lots to employees of USD 475 for a reduced price. Mr. Dinkle.
This was brought up a year ago. Of course, and a lot of things went south with that whole idea, but Chairman Landis and I have been talking about this. And,
Or it was perceived that they would. It was perceived that they would.
yeah. But anyhow, we I think it's a viable program. Basically, we've engaged Lance to market our lots, and I like that because we don't have to deal with those things, and he does it all, and people call, and we're not realtors and shouldn't act like them, and so no problem with that. But basically, Chairman Lance and I have talked about, lots for $1,000 a piece, with buyer paying all closing costs, including title insurance they wanted. If they wanted a second lot, they pay regular price. And probably watch the lots that we've stuck extra money in, i.e. the Man Ranch 2 lots, is that they would not be on that piece, because we basically have, with $90,000 worth of utility upgrades, we have a little more money in those.
Agreed.
But this would take care of most of the lots. There's a few lots out there, as we know, in Olivia Farms that are spotty on electricity. There's some that are available, though. And then down south, where the one says that nobody's going into yet, down there by the fairgrounds, southeast of the fairgrounds, Deer
Trail.
Deer something. Yeah, one of them's up there and one's down there. Yeah, and that would be another area because we don't have any utilities there yet. But everything else, I think and I already have. I've had a person show interest already. They saw it on the agenda.
So the $1,000 would cover Lance's cost,
Yeah.
essentially?
So there's no cost to the city.
No cost to the city.
Yep.
And of course, then immediately we get a building permit, and then immediately we get, start those things. Started. What they buy in town, of course, is subject to sales tax.
Yep.
So,
You get a home built and then you get property tax.
Yeah.
when you started out, you said to the employees of USD 475, so not only teachers, but to any employee.
I wrote, but these employees you talked about, yeah.
I think it's all employees.
Okay, because I'm just reading the way it's wrote. Yeah, and you
Right.
said it, so
Because
I
if
just
you
want to
don't-
verify that.
Because that would also knock out admin too, if we did it.
Yeah,
Just-
I mean, I agree with that, all the employees.
I agree with all.
And I don't want to extend this beyond USD 475. So all the nonprofits don't try to jump in and all that kind of thing too. I think let's just do this. Let's see how it goes, and we'll go from there.
Well, I want to make a comment. I'm uncomfortable with just using 475. I really am. I just think that's not fair, I guess, to other entities within, there's all kinds of other groups, police, fire, whatever. But then again, we haven't moved a lot since last year, let's face it. Not a lot at all. Maybe this is something we need to rethink what we're offering these lots for in the first place to everyone, including contractors. I understand what you're saying, Alan, about keeping the ones that we've already put all the utilities set those aside for something else. But just opening this up to this one group, 475, I'm uncomfortable with that. I don't like that. I really don't. I get what you're saying.
Well,
I
similar
understand.
to how this worked with CAMSO, Gary.
That's
USD
a totally different thing,
475
man.
is-
Totally
is the
different thing.
largest
CAMSO's
employer
different.
in the county.
CAMSO's different.
But this is a similar theory because the school district's the largest employer in the county, and so if we can help them retain people in our county, then this is economic development.
Well, we know that there's 70 or 80% of the school teachers don't even live in, I don't know what the figure is for sure, but it's very high. That 70, 80% of the teachers don't live within the school, within the Gary County. We know that. But I guess I just don't like that idea, and that's my personal perception. I don't like the idea that we're just offering it to one entity within the county.
Well, and
Want to extend it to law enforcement, to fire. We have recruiting issues with them also. You know, if there's other groups out there that you're talking about nonprofits, what about law enforcement? What about fire? Within the county also? Why just for U475? You know,
Because I don't
get
want
it.
to create an unfair thing in the marketplace, offering it to just everybody, because then people that are contractors that have already bought lots, like our gentleman here tonight, you know, paid more than $1,000 for their lots.
But we're not
And
moving
we're-
it, Mayor.
We're creating an unfair thing, but if we just talk to a set group that has new teachers and new employees every year, they have so much turnover, and people complain that they don't live here. Well, here's a great incentive to live here. And you talk about economic development, that's one of the biggest ones that we can have.
Yeah, like I said, I don't like it.
And
But
that's
it's just
okay.
475,
And-
and all
and
we're
ma-
doing is, and extend it to all employees within 475.
Maybe we
You're not
start
doing
with-
just the teachers, you're doing everybody. That kind of goes against what you're saying a little bit, but I'm uncomfortable with that, and I think there's either other groups we could offer to, or look at some.
And I think
some
we could
other
look at
plan.
that down the road. I'd like to see how this goes first, before we just open it up to everybody. Because I know 475 has a lot of new people that come through here every year. And maybe they'd give us a shot if they had a better chance of buying a house.
Do we know why? I'm sure there's been some kind of a study done by 475 as to why so many of their employees don't within Gary County. Do we know why? What the major reason? Does anybody have any idea?
You know,
Why is that?
You know, one might be, we have some tax issues. Not our fault. You know, I don't know, maybe, you know, they went to school at K-State, they stay live in Manhattan, I get that. Someone established there, and I don't know what percent.
Or their spouse already has a job somewhere else or something like that. And I don't think we're going to sell 200 lots in the next 2 years. But I think if we can sell 10 to 50, I think that'd be a good thing.
The thing that you got, it's really tough in the land bank thing is the days of buying a lot and hiring a contractor, you know, I'm more apt to having a contractor that has land and, well, look, the house I had built. I went to a contractor that had land and we worked a deal. And I didn't have to go buy a lot. It was all, you know, and he did a very good job of it because he financed everything and it was part of the selling price, and you know, it was very workable. And, I didn't even have to go get a loan in construction loan because I didn't own my house until the last day. But that's the way, you know, Richard did it, and you know.
I don't have personally a problem with it, but I'm also open to a couple of other things as well. To give this a shot for this, you know, the USD 475 employees, and then see how that goes, and then advance and maybe look at opening it up to different groups of employees, organizations. And maybe this is something too that we try it, and if it doesn't work, 'cause, I mean, if we vote on this tonight, then it stands until we change it sometime later down the road. Or
I would
if we
agree
on
with
it.
that. I would, you know, as far as splitting the baby, as far as maybe we do a trial period of a 6 month, you know, to another year, however way until we add it on to more groups. But you know, with Mayor, I agree with you as far as long as we need to move something. So if, you know, we sell 20, if we sell a small amount, hey, we've at least sold something instead of still coming up here blank. So.
And I think too that since we got the new teacher breakfast coming up, is an opportunity to get that.
Present it to 'em.
To get it out there, and
Get it out
hopefully
there.
some of them will become more interested
Right.
in the opportunity.
Every one of us has been on the campaign trail, and everyone said, we need to do more to get these land bank lots out there, you know, get them sold, get them moving. Well, here's your chance, right here. Is there any further discussion?
Make a motion, we offer the land bank lots for sale to USD 475 employees for $1,000
Plus closing costs.
plus closing costs.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion or comment? All in favor of the motion, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
No.
Motion carries 4-1. Next item is consideration to donate 3 Olivia Farms lots to Sage Homes for public purposes.
About a month ago, maybe Ryan come talk to me about, and I put a map in there. You know, Ryan's buying those lots over on the east side on Lucy Court. There's 3 lots north of the pool. They're all double fronted. In fact, the one on the north side is triple fronted. And he mentioned, and I totally agree with him, that it's probably not conducive to build houses there. Unless,
These ones here, right?
yeah, so, well, no,
3 in the front of it?
no, this way, north of the pool,
These 3.
up from the pool.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, Ryan is starting to, you know, he bought 4 lots with options for more, wants to start building there, and he would just use that. And I don't know if it's sales complete. He's trying to buy some additional property out there. Have you closed yet? No, yeah. But he's trying to work with that. I would put that we would do this if he closes on the, I mean, I think we can put him in there that if he doesn't close on the fourth development property like this to the south, then we don't do it. But I don't see it losing anything there. If it develops it and helps and pretties it up a little bit and keeps it mowed and looking good and hopefully can sell more houses on the east side, we all win. But I get it, the double front thing is really a mess.
So you're looking for like playground type property, that kind of thing?
Or just open park. All those row houses there really have no yards. Walking trails around there, but there's no open areas
Okay.
or up to the homeowners. Playground, just whatever.
Okay. Well, it makes sense. It's centrally located right by the pool and the pond area, so I can see that. Any questions by anyone?
Did you do something, sir? You're in the process of maybe buying that pool area and the pond, because that looks like crap now, excuse my French, but it does.
We are in contract, potentially closed by the end.
My recommendation is to do it contingent upon closing on the other property. Not that he's a problem, and with restriction of no residential-like buildings on there.
I
Not that
think,
not that I'm worried about him, but just cover ourselves.
I think it's a great idea, too, to have property or land where the kids and the people that live there have somewhere to go, since, just like you said, there's not much for, you know, any activity there, so I think that's a great idea. Hopefully.
There's none, it's all closed.
Yeah, hopefully
I mean, there's
the,
grass growing up inside the pool, and the pond looks terrible, and everything. You just,
you just make that neighborhood more
and
inviting.
those people
if
that
you
moved in
got-
out there, God bless them all, they don't have the benefit of some of those amenities that they thought were going to be there. I think it's a good idea.
Any further discussion?
I make a motion to donate the 3 lots that are to Sage Home for public purpose, that are in Olivia Farms, that are, and also be contingent upon the sale.
The purchase of the private property to in the same block. Or the pool and the pond area. I think those words would be fine.
Oh, okay, so.
So moved.
Okay, thank
Say
you.
that.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
See you in a little bit.